So the last kitchen that we are going to talk about is the G-shaped kitchen. We have discussed a one wall kitchen, we have discussed two wall kitchens both against adjacent walls or parallel walls. We have discussed three kitchens with three different walls. A G-shaped kitchen is basically a mix of a U shape which is on three different sides as well as a island. Now in G shape there are cabinets across three walls, and across the fourth side of the kitchen there is something called it can either be, if it's a wall, it can be counters properly on the wall, or it can be a simple standalone unit which is something like an island but which is attached to a wall on one side. Now that's a typical G-shaped kitchen. A G-shaped kitchen has advantages and disadvantages of a U shape as well as an island. So typically what happens in a G-shaped kitchen is you have of course a lot of storage space. You have more storage space than you can probably require if you have an average size family. If you have a large family, it makes a lot of sense to have a G-shape. It also gives you an advantage from the island perspective that you can have people sitting across the counter and cooking can happen while eating is happening, and also those kind of advantages are also present in a G-shape. It also gives you a typical open outlook, but the major disadvantage in a G-shape is it requires a huge space. The space required for a kitchen which has to be a G-shape is very big. In a small space there is hardly any space to walk around, and obviously if you are having a G-shape, which would probably mean that you have a family of 4, 5, 6 people, in that case there may be a lot of chances that you have more than one person who is cooking at one time. So that's a typical disadvantage. Otherwise a G-shaped kitchen can provide you with a lot of space, but there are a lot of corners to take care of. So you will have to look at options of what to do with the corners, whether you want to have a proper corner units or you just want to leave them out open, which will of course waste that much space. But I don't think space is going to be an issue here. So a work triangle will be, well, we'll have to design it properly, because a work triangle has to be efficient. In case of G-shape, because we assume that the kitchen is going to be large, you will have to make sure that your sink, your refrigerator, your stove are properly aligned to each other, so as to give you proper efficiency of working. That's about the G-shaped kitchens.